Hi foodies! I want to show you, you don't have to get stuck to the recipes that you're following. I don't even follow my own recipes sometimes. I like to change it up. I like change. The same thing with exercise. We have been enjoying our son here this week, and he has been taking us climbing. And I thought climbing was about one thing, and he showed us that there's different styles of climbing and different types of climbing. And lo and behold, apparently I like slab climbing. So we've been enjoying that, and that's just my point. Change it up. We change up our exercise. We also change up our food. You guys know that I love my soy yogurt. Now I love my soy pudding because I've been making that when we travel. And it's so easy to make that I've even been making it here at home when I don't have my soy yogurt made. Right now I don't have my soy yogurt, and I know it's going to take overnight to make it, but I can make this yogurt that's going to be done in a couple of hours, just refrigerated in the fridge. I could even eat it within an hour once the chia seeds thicken it up. But normally I make it plain, but sometimes I make it blueberry. Today I'm going to make it passion fruit. And I wish I could use the passion fruits on my passion fruit bush, but they're not quite ready. So I bought passion fruit pulp at the Hispanic store. I saw it. And one of my favorite things to eat is passion fruit panna cotta. So I knew that this would be similar to it. So why not make my breakfast interesting and delicious with something that I already enjoy? So same recipe, 1 box of Maracuya silken tofu. And I get these on Amazon, and I keep them shelf stable in my Whole Food pantry closet, which is my son's closet. He laughed when he went into his bedroom and he saw the entire closet filled with Whole Foods. So he's a grown man, so it's technically not his bedroom. It's the guest bedroom. So guests will laugh too. And this is a 132-ounce container of soy milk. So it's basically the same ingredients as I do for my soy yogurt. You guys know that the soy yogurt is 32 ounces of the soy milk, and I use a culture. So instead of using culture to make the soy pudding, I'm using silken tofu, extra firm silken tofu from Maracuya. Just these two things are going to make my soy pudding, so I'm not even going to have to culture it into a yogurt. So I am making my usual soy chia yogurt, but I'm going to change it up by making it passion fruit. So all I'm going to do is blend it. I do not put any sweeteners on it. Why? Because why would you? You're going to sweeten it with the fruit. You're going to sweeten it with granola. You then will taste it and see if it needs sweeteners, because your granola might be sweet enough, your fruit might be sweet enough, and if all of those things added up do not need extra whole sugar on it, even whole sugar like maple syrup or honey or date syrup, don't drizzle it on first. Go through the motions of putting all of your layers of your breakfast on your bowl, and then decide, do I still need a little bit of whole sugar on it? So I never salt my food, and we never sugar our food, even with whole sugars. We try to leave that to the end, to the taste, and then if you need it, you add it. So this is not going to have any sugar on it because my fruit might be sweet enough, my granola might be sweet enough, and if you guys can look at my oven right there on top, I have 1 giant cookie sheet of my yummy puffy granola. My house smells amazing today because I made 3 cookie sheets that size of the puffy granola because it keeps for weeks. And I ran out. Our son was here and we were eating it, and I ran out. So I made 3 giant cookie sheets. So my granola is going to sweeten my breakfast enough. So I'm not going to sweeten it. So I'm going to blend this. I'm going to put it on hyper blend. This is just going to have 4 ingredients. The soy milk, the Maracuya silken tofu, chia seeds, and passion fruit pulp. You can get passion fruit pulp at Walmart in the freezer section in the Hispanic area, or you can go to a Hispanic store and you can find Passionfruit Pulp if you like passion fruit. If not, use any other fruit. My favorite thing is to fill the entire bottom of my container with blueberries, stick it in the microwave, or use a glass bowl instead, but use the measurement of the bottom of your container. Put your blueberries in the microwave, heat them up until they pop and they become juicy. Put them in the bottom of your bowl, then put this mixture in, then put the chia seeds. Or do it with strawberries, do it with raspberries, do it with blackberries, same premise. I am not going to heat up my passion fruit. I'm just going to cover the entire bottom of my bowl with the passion fruit. And I'm going to save a little bit because I have this idea to make a passion fruit panna cotta dessert because my weakness is panna cotta. And I have made it with soy milk before, so I'm going to, and my weakness is actually passion fruit panna cotta. So I'm going to save this little bit just so that I can do that. So now I'm just going to pour this recipe could not be easier. If you are hesitant at making the soy yogurt or you don't have an Instant Pot, this is the recipe for you because it's just the 4 ingredients, the soy milk, the Maracuya silken tofu, not regular tofu, because if not, it's going to be grainy. You want it to be smooth and silky for breakfast because this is a soy yogurt pudding. You want it to be smooth and silky. So you're going to use these 2 ingredients, the chia seeds and whatever fruit you make or whatever fruit you have. You can even use frozen berries and heat them up before you do the process of the blend. But you don't even have to use fruits. You can make it plain. I've been making it plain for the last 2 weeks. Have not added any fruit whatsoever. So then it's 3 ingredients. It's the soy milk, the silken tofu, extra firm, and the chia seeds. That's it. And then I just add my berries on top instead of in. But I kind of like it when I make it with the blueberries because it tints it a purple hue, so it's kind of cute. Dragon fruit too. You can use dragon fruit powder. You can use, I have matcha, I have golden milk, so you can make a golden milk flavored one. So get creative. The point is getting creative, not getting stuck on one recipe. So I learned my lesson when I was at Ingrid's house and I was trying to be lazy and put my chia seeds in the blender. Never, ever, ever, ever do that because they go to the bottom of the blender, they sink, they get stuck, they clump, they made a mess. So I spent like a good 30 minutes cleaning out her blender, but also whisking them with a fork and mashing them down to separate them because they had clumps. So don't ever do that. Don't ever make that mistake. I already made that mistake for you. So I am now going to put my 11, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, and I have just enough, 11. So you can use anywhere between 9 and 12 tablespoons. So you just have to figure out how much chia seeds you want in this. I'm going to get a whisk. I'm going to bring 2 whisks just in case. Jay says that I have too many whisks, and my son gave me 2 baby whisks for Christmas this past year. I love collecting all kitchen stuff. So, but you never know which kind and size, right? All right, so between 9 and 12 tablespoons of the chia seeds is what you're going to want for this mixture. It just depends. The white chia seeds, to me, feel like they don't thicken as much as the black ones, but I prefer them because they're softer. A lot of people ask me, why do you use white chia seeds? Ever since I discovered them, I prefer them. I get them on Amazon by the container. They have different brands, just whichever brand you want. Look, it's already thickening up. So just with those 11, it's already thickening up. And I've got my passion fruit in here. I might put a tiny bit in. I want to make sure and I leave enough for the dessert that I want to make, but I might just dot it on top and not even mix this little last bit in. And then when I scoop in, it's got the little pulp there. So there we go. So then I'm going to put this in the refrigerator with the lid on, and then it's going to thicken. In about an hour or so, it's going to be a little thinner in an hour or so, but overnight you're going to have look at this giant container. I didn't even have to wait for the Instant Pot. It's 32 ounces. It's going to be my breakfast for the next week. I hope this is the right lid. I'm not sure if it is. Let's see if it goes on. If not, I'm going to need Jay. He's the whiz at these. All right. Yep. Okay. It is. So that is it. So now I've got a giant container of my soy chia pudding. And I used, let me see if you guys have any questions, but I used the passion fruit. I keep wanting to say maracuya because maracuya is the Spanish word for passion fruit. So I have to think about it when I'm telling you guys. But so I did find this passion fruit, and that's what triggered me into wanting to make it a different flavor. So change it up. Just like you change your exercise. You guys have seen us. If you've been watching our stories, our son has been here. Our exercise has been different lately. We've been doing a lot of yoga. I've been doing a lot of Pilates. We've been doing our usual walking, and bike riding. Jay went bike riding with our son, but we've been climbing. So climbing not only helps you, it's like squatting on rocks, and it's like doing pull-ups on rocks. So it's lifting weights without having to lift the weight. So change it up so that you don't get bored. Don't think that exercise has to be one thing or food has to be one thing. Don't get stuck on recipes. If I can share anything about our life and how we do it is, I don't follow recipes because I make up my own. But if you're stuck on following recipes, try to figure out how you can change it up so that you don't get stuck on, I have to go to the store and get chickpeas. What other beans could you use? What other vegetables could you use? What if you've got a usual soup that you're making and you don't have all the ingredients? Use what you have. Don't just run to the store and get it, because plant-based is so pliable and moldable to what you have in your house. You can make happen. So even with my papayas, I have papayas off my tree, and I'm trying to figure out different ways of using them, not just waiting until they ripen, because you can use papayas when they're green too. You can also use them as a vegetable. They're a fruit, but you can use them in stews and in other ways. So see what other ways you can use your foods and your fruits and everything that you have. Just like when you have food prep in your fridge and in your freezer and in your pantry, see how many different ways you can do things. Right now we have leftovers, because I don't like to call them leftovers, because to me it's food prep. So we have certain things that are prepped in the fridge that we've been using in different ways. The spinach hummus, the tomato hummus, we enjoyed it with our son. We made a silken tofu spread that was made with shallots, and we used that as a spread on sourdough, but we also used it on our sourdough pizza as the base. So there's so many different ways that you can use one thing that you might have in your refrigerator. And if you open your fridge and you look at it like a leftover, then you get tired of your lifestyle. So pull it out, and how can you make it in a different way? All right. Bye, foodies. Hope you're having a happy day. If you have any questions, drop them in the comments. But this is the same basic recipe for the soy chia pudding. I'll post it with this post in the caption, but it's the same exact recipe that I've been making my soy chia pudding. I've made it soy chia pudding with blueberries. Now it's soy chia pudding with passion fruit or maracuya. Bye, foodies. Have a happy day.